Y'all, we are in day 5 of the 100 Day of Bible Promises, a journal, a devotional journal, okay? So remember, I've already done day 1, which is His grace is sufficient. We've already done Don't Be Afraid. We've done Nothing is Too Difficult for God, and Be Still. And today we're on Your Desires, God's Purpose. So I'm continuing to pray that God gives me the strength and the boldness to continue on with this. For some reason, like I told y'all, as soon as I get on camera, I have no idea why. It just seems like I can't read. I don't know if I'm nervous because I know I'm filming myself, but I'm just praying that this turns out to be something great. So again, if only one person see it, 2 people, it doesn't matter, because you never know who a word is for. And if it reaches one person, then hey, you have accomplished what you came to accomplish. Okay? So again, today we're going to be reading Your Purpose, Your Desires, God Purpose. I ask that y'all continue to pray for me, that God give me the strength to do this. Again, I'm not in the ministry. I'm not any of that. It's just something God laid upon my heart, and I just want to be obedient for once in my life and be consistent with something and do what I said I was going to do. And so that's what I'm trying to do, is to stay on track, and every Wednesday drop this video. Last week I didn't end up dropping it till Saturday because for some reason, although I had for the first time using my camera the week before, it let me airdrop it, but it would not go through. And I was like, oh God, I've dedicated myself to doing this, and I can't get the video to drop for some reason. And so I was determined for 2-3 days, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. I was trying to download that. What's wrong? What's going on? Do I need to take my camera back up to Best Buy and see what's going on? I just didn't know. But I said, you know what? I'm not going to give up. And so I went up to Best Buy and just got a USB card where I could take the the chip. It's not a chip, but out of my phone, put it in there and connect it that way. That way I can instantly download it. But I said, you know what? I don't care if it is Saturday. I'm still going to download the video because I want to be consistent. And that's part of my desires, to be consistent, to be close to God this year, and to do the things that are within His will. Because I am convinced that 2023 wasn't for me. It couldn't have been. So 2024 got to be. Okay? So again, we're on, today should be January the 10th of 2024. And so Your Desire, God Purpose, continue to pray for me that I just get better and better as I go. Okay? Your Desires, God's Purpose. Inhaling a deep breath after fresh spring rain, listening to morning birds burst forth in praise, being still and relishing quiet times with God. All of these experiences bring moments of delight to the Lord. As you spend more and more time with Him, He plants seeds of desire for His purposes for you. As you give Him your heart, He sings back to yours, calling you to fulfill the exact purpose He creates you for, and it will be a masterpiece. Okay? Now, for it is God who is working in your here I go, y'all. Stumbling over words again. For it is God who is working in you, enabling you both to desire to the work of His good purpose. Philippians 2:13. Devil, you a lie. We ain't going to start this, okay? Okay. For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord. Plans to prosper you and not to harm you. Plans to give you hope and a future. Jeremiah 29:11. He who started a good works in you will carry it on to completion into the day of Jesus Christ. Philippians 1:6. Delight yourself in the Lord, and He will give you the desires of your heart. That's Psalms 37:4. And our prayer this week is, oh Father, I love being in your presence and soaking in the peace and the love you have for me. I want what you want for me because I know it's the very best. Okay, again, that was day 5. Your Desires, God's Purpose. Okay? Of course, I have my notes because I told y'all I was trying to prepare myself and make sure that I didn't just stumble all over the place again. Okay? So, what is God's purpose in our life? God, our loving Heavenly Father, wants us to find happiness and joy. I truly believe that God wants us to be happy. I truly believe that God wants us to have joy. I truly believe that God does not want us to suffer. And I think that a lot of things that we go through are things that we have placed upon ourselves. Not all. I don't know about all, but I truly believe that some things that we do place upon ourselves, and I do believe that God wants us to be happy and live a joyous, prosperous life. That is something that I truly believe, okay? He created a plan for you to grow, live by faith, and return to live with Him someday. His plan gives meaning and context to our life here on earth and answers the big question: where did I come from? Why am I here? And what happens after I die? Those are just common questions that some people want to know. And that's just they just do. Psalms 57:2 says, I cry out to God Most High, to God who fulfills His purpose for me. This is the key in understanding God's purpose in your life. God has numbered your days and will fulfill every purpose He has for you. However, our choices and actions also really matters, which means that goes back to what I said, that some of the things that we go through, some of the things that we suffer through, or whatever you want to call it, are things that we have caused upon ourselves. I'm not saying all things. I'm saying some things are those things that we, from being hard-headed, from being disobedient, from doing what we want to do. We all do it. We all do it. But if we stay in the alignment of God and do what He has called us to do, we can walk in our purpose and we can live the life that God had planned for us to live. Has planned for us to live. So, and live in our purpose. What is my purpose? Lord, what would you have me to do? Sometimes you may feel like, oh, I don't want to do that, or that's not what I want to do. But sometimes you have to do things afraid. You have to do the things that you don't want to do. Like I tried to tell myself and my kids to always try to stand on and keep your integrity, which is, to me, doing what is right, even when nobody else sees you. That is what integrity means to me. Just to do what's right. Have I always done what's right? No. Because at some point in life, I was a mess. I'm not even perfect today. And probably won't be perfect ever. No man is perfect. Let's be realistic. But I'm striving to be a better version of Tamika. And I've been on this journey for some years now. Just to be better and to do better. And to have some integrity and some pride about myself, and to do what's right, even when no one's looking, even when no one else knows. So, and know that my desires may not be in God's plan. Because the flesh is weak, and we want what we want, but that may not be what God's plan is for us. And so you have to boldly stand before God and say, what would you have me to do? What would you have me to do? And whatever it is that He have you to do, do that. And ask for the courage and the knowledge and the understanding to do it. Because that's what I've been doing. So, let's see. Back to my notes. Okay, Psalms 57:2. So sometimes I write down scriptures that I think may be helpful for what I'm talking about, or just something that somebody may need. So to hear, if it helped me or blessed me, just something that I want to share. Okay, so Psalms 57:2. I cry out to God Most High, to God who fulfills His purpose in me. This is the key in understanding God's purpose for your life. Did I already say this? I think I already said this scripture, y'all. But I guess it won't hurt to go back over it. I thought I had went down to my next line, child. Here I go. Now I'm stumbling over my notes. But anyway, God has numbered your days and will fulfill every purpose He has for you. However, our choices, oh yeah, I did, and actions also really matter. Yes, I did. So maybe somebody needs to hear that again, because I don't know why I would reread that. But it is what it is. Okay. What purpose did God give us? He created people out of love for the purpose of sharing love. That is something I take pride in. Showing the people that I love them. And I want them to know that I love them. And I want to act as if I love them. Because I can tell you all day, every day, I love you. I love you. If I'm mistreating you, I won't feed you when you're hungry, won't clothe you when you're clothesless, then I'm probably lying. I'm probably lying. Actions speak louder than words. I can tell you anything. But I need to show you that I love you. I need to show you that I'm there for you. I need to show you that I will step up, or I will be there if you need me. So, sharing love. Share love with the people that you can share love with a stranger. So I'm not going to just say that I try to share love with the people that I love. I would share love with a stranger. I will give, I think in an earlier video that how I gave a man a hug at Hobby Lobby. And so it's just that I love love. And it's not just to people that I know. I love love. I love people. I love doing. I love giving. I don't even really know how to handle people giving me stuff. And I get things all the time. My kids give me things. My husband gives me things. But I don't really know how to handle sometimes other people may just giving me stuff, because I'm more of a giver and I like to give. So I'm kind of uncomfortable with getting things. So I just rather give. That's just the reality. I just rather give. So but I do like gifts. Don't get me wrong. I like gifts, and I like for people to do things for me. I'm just saying, you can catch me off guard, and I'll be kind of uncomfortable sometimes when people give me things outside of, my husband and my kids. Sometimes they shock me too, and I'll be like, no, I don't want you to do this for me, but hey, I'm going to go and receive the blessings. Okay, people were created to love God and each other. Additionally, when God created people, He gave them good works to do, so that they might experience God's goodness and reflect His image in the way they care for the world and for others. Love people the way God loves you. Sometimes people take you loving them as you being judgmental. When you're not necessarily being judgmental, you're just trying to help them see or help them understand something they may not understand, or see something that they may not see. And so when you call it out, they take it as you are judging them. No, I'm calling out what I see, and I'm trying to give you encouragement, motivate you, inspire you, and let you see that whatever that is not good for you, can be harmful to you, period. I'm trying to watch my words, because I know people will pick out little things as if you're what I didn't mean. But people that love you are not going to always agree. They're going to call you out on the things that are wrong in a loving way. I used to say that I am brutally honest, and now I say that I am honest in love. So there's a way to say things in a loving way so a person will be receptive of it. I used to would just tell you, tell a person something, and you can take it or leave it. And in some cases, you still can. See, that's why I told you I'm not perfect. In some cases, you still can. I'm sorry, y'all. I don't know why my throat is so dry, but I can't drink anything because I was fasting today. And so I'm going to stick to it. So I'm going to do it dry, mouth and all. Okay? Until I get through with this. Okay, so, yeah, so all the time it doesn't mean that a person is judging you or criticizing you or talking about you. Sometimes people are trying to tell you things that you do not see. And they're trying to tell you in love that you're going down the wrong path, you're making the wrong decisions, what this can lead to. It may not be good for you in the long run. Things like that, just to encourage you and to help you. And so a lot of times Don't take it as your parents or your loved ones are being judgmental. Take it as they love you. A person that loves you will walk out of your life because they're not going to watch you be a part of your demise. They're not going to be a part of you harming yourself and all that. No, you got to get some help. I cannot be with you. I cannot be around you. I cannot contribute to you doing this because I love you and I cannot watch you destroy yourself. So don't take everything as someone is judging you. Sometimes people love you enough to tell you the truth. Friends, you got to be careful. I did a video on careful of the company that you keep, because sometimes when you are in a sunken place or you are in a hole or you are lost and all that, sometimes people, evil people, take pride in that. Some people like to know that they are not alone. And so they will encourage you to do things that they know is not good for you, encourage you to do things that are harmful or hurtful to you, and so you can be in the same boat as them. So you got to be very careful of that, okay? Now, what does Jesus tell us to do? Jesus tells us to love thy neighbor. Love God and love your neighbor. Who is your neighbor? Who is your neighbor? Me. You. The people around you, everyone. Everyone we come in contact with, no matter their ethnicity, their beliefs, or even their actions. That's who we love. You love everyone. Again, who is your neighbor? You, me, people you see outside when you're going to the store, your person that's actually live next door to you, everyone you come in contact with throughout the day. How you doing? Even at your workplace, your coworkers, your boss, the people you can't stand, who may get on your nerves, who may not get on your nerves. I don't know. But love thy neighbor, okay? The golden rules. God wants us to do unto others as we would have others do unto you. Now, if you wouldn't like me to do something to you, don't do it to me. That goes back to your desires, God's purpose. Our desire sometimes be to snap, to go off, to retaliate, to fight, to hit someone, to, But what would Jesus do? I know that's so. Before we make the decisions, before we say things, before we open our mouth, what would God say? How will God handle this situation? How will God handle this battle? So many times we take things into our own hand, and that's why we get our own results. And I'm saying we, because I'm standing on me too. We get mad or get upset about something, and our desire is to cuss somebody out, to go off, to snap, to flip somebody off in traffic, which I don't do that. I don't play the road rage thing. I'm just doing a full circle. Something like that, because that's what our desires. That's what we do. That's what'll make us feel better. To flip you off because you cut me off. To cuss you out because you made me mad. To smack you because you done something to me. That's my desire. But what is God's purpose? What will God do? I'm not saying don't defend yourself. By all means, I'm not saying that. But I'm saying some battles are better left to God. That's the best revenge. It's none. The best revenge, I always say the best revenge is none. I'm not trying to figure out how to get you back. I'm not trying to figure out how to hurt you. I'm not trying to figure out how to do any of that. I'm going to pray about it. I'm going to handle you the way according to the person that you show me you are. Because, again, if you show me that you'll steal from it, I'm not going to continue to leave my purse around you. So I'm going to continue to love you, but I'm just going to take my purse with me when I leave. Because I ain't going to be able to do it. Okay? So I'm just saying, that's just an example of your desires and God's purpose. Yes. So try to, throughout the day, find yourself, would I want somebody to do this to me? Would I want somebody to talk to me like this? Would I want somebody to handle me in this way? Start thinking that way. And that will, I think, will help channel and help you to treat people better and to be more loving and to be more caring and understanding and have grace. Because you want that in return. You want that in return. Okay, and so my last little passage here. I'm trying to keep the videos a little short. I don't want them too long because people ain't gonna watch the whole video anyway. But hey, oh yeah, the last little message I had is, this is the first and great commandment, and the second is like unto it. Thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself. Matthew 22:37-39. When you replace hate with love and anger with kindness, you feel closer to God and notice more peace in your life. I'm going to say that again. When you replace hate with love, anger with kindness, I'm sorry, y'all, somebody calling me. You'll feel closer to God and notice more peace in your life. Back to what I was saying, that you don't have to get revenge yourself. And the best revenge is none. Let God handle it. Be slow to anger. We know you're going to get angry, but sin not. Learn to remove yourself out of situations that cause you to go there, that cause these type of reactions, because you can poke the bear. People can definitely poke the bear. Try to remove yourself out of those circumstances and situations. Stay away from people that cause you to go there. People that are not on the same level as you, meaning spiritually. Let me be careful how I word that. Not saying if you're I put it this way. If you're trying to stop drinking, stop smoking until you're strong enough, stop being around people that drink and smoke. So that's what I mean about that. If you don't like clubbing, then I don't need to go with y'all, because that's no longer what I do. It doesn't mean you have to cut the person off as an individual. I mean, separate yourself, remove yourself when they are doing those things. Because how are they going to know the love of God if you're not around them? If you're not showing them that you love them. But you don't have to go into their word. They need to come into yours, because one thing about God's word is it don't change. And it don't fold and it don't bend. You can stand on his word, baby. Trust me, I know. So I don't have to go out drinking and smoking with y'all. I don't have to go out clubbing with y'all to show y'all the love of God. I don't have to do that. Actually, I can show you the love of God by showing you that I have the power to not do what the flesh wants to do. So that's how I can show you the strength and the that God has given me, that I can say no to fleshly desires. I'm not sleeping with him or her no more because we're not married. So don't even put yourself in those positions to be alone. That don't mean you can't no longer date the person, but don't put yourself in tempting positions. I put it that way. That's why I said separate yourself from people that are like that. Because if you're not strong enough, you'll go back into that life, that where you trying to come out of. Bring people into your life and into your world, or where you trying to go. If it's in a positive way. If it's in a positive way. Now, if they're doing something positive and something encouraging and motivating, it's nothing wrong with that. It's nothing wrong with you hanging around them, talking to them, being in their midst. But I'm saying people that are doing things that you're no longer trying to do. I'm trying to make sure I cover myself and cover the whole understanding, because what I don't want to do is for somebody to interpret what I'm saying wrong. I'm saying separate yourself from people that are doing things that you no longer do or desire to do. Be in the midst of people that are going where you want to go, that are doing what you want to do. Meaning that encouraging, motivating. Maybe it may be good work ethic. It may be a Bible study, things like that. And maybe I'll get deep into that, because I can go on and on with that. But I think that was the last thing that I had. Let me double check. I think that was the last thing. It was. When you replace hate with love and anger with kindness, you feel closer to God and notice more peace in your life. So strive to get the peace. Strive to be in the presence and in the peace and the will of God on a day-to-day basis. It's not easy. It's not easy because the world is so wicked and so full of hatred. You're so full of hatred. I'm not going to go down that rabbit hole. But anyway, I love y'all, and I hope y'all have been enjoying this little series that I have going on here. And what else about to say? Next Wednesday, we'll be talking about don't worry. Don't worry, okay? So again, I hope y'all enjoyed it. And if it just touched one person, God bless you, God keep you, is my prayer. All right? Until next time, honey. Peace out.